Well, welcome everyone to the Nivedita and Dianne show. I am so super excited. You have no idea how excited I am. This is Dianne from Toronto, Canada, and I have with me Nivedita Saraswati from Australia. Welcome to the show, Nivedita.
Yes, it's beautiful. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Australia. And today we're going to have an exciting show, and Dianne and I are super duper excited about this. And we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of joy, and some healing. So sit back and enjoy and be interactive. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. So first, I would like to say welcome to everyone. Please do catch us on the replay. Put in your comments, your like, if you have a question. If you like a healing, tell us how you're feeling. Just interact with us. We look forward to that. But first of all, I would love for everyone to just sit back, relax, be free will, be open minded. And as a disclaimer, we're not here to convince anyone. We're not here to tell you what to do. We're just here to tell you what we've experienced in our life's journey, in our soul journey. And if this is for you, and so would be it. Right now, we're using this as soul marketing. And what does that mean? We're reaching out to divine, the universe, to say, bring the people, bring you lovely souls to who needs to hear whatever we have to say today. So again, as a disclaimer, this is not about religion. This is not about anything else. Taoism, Buddhism. It's a combination, but really and truly, we respect your faith and your beliefs. So on with the show. Never
This is a
fear.
wonderful sharing of both of our lives with you. So enjoy.
Together, we have so much to share. It's going to be fabulous. We have, like Nivedita said, we have card readings, we have blessing, healing blessings. We give people hope. By the way, I have to say, we're not the ones doing this. We put it in the divine hands. It's guided. We're just vessels. So just make sure and understand we do give back credit to divine, to our master teachers, our peers, our colleagues, because we're all the community, even yourselves. So I want to say welcome. So Nivedita, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I would say pretty much a little bit about myself.
Thanks, Dan.
No.
Well, I started my journey of discovery, self-discovery, in about 1979 when I first became a yoga teacher in WA in Western Australia. And since then, that's become a progression of learning more and more wisdom, and for us to be able to express that wisdom and that love in any way we can. And the journey has been rocky sometimes, but the rocky parts are often the lessons to be learned and the gifts given to us by our holy beings, our saints, our angels, to guide us on the way and have fun doing it. And often, the gifts far outweigh the lessons. So it's just a joyful journey to be on. And as Dianne always points out about my senior years and what I've done in my senior years. And my senior years, yes, I have had about 3 lifetimes in this one lifetime. I know that, and each one has brought a lot of joy. Each one has brought a lot of learning, and one has brought a lot of progression along the path of self-discovery. And we are just sharing ourselves in this hour, and you feel welcome to share yourself also. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. So tell us a little bit more about you, and then I'll
Okay.
introduce myself.
All right. So my journey began, as I said, with yoga, and then I became very interested because you go into a certain demographic and you get influenced by the energy and the frequency around you, and all that's available. So I really began to go into my healing journey and self-education and education in the spiritual realms. I became so interested in yoga as therapy and yoga as a healing tool, which was really amazing. And I had many teachers, and I did many courses. And then I progressed there to different other modalities. I became so interested in kinesiology in the later years. In the meantime, I'd done Sikhem, which is similar to Reiki, only Sikhem is following the Egyptian teachings and the Egyptian streams. And I really love that. And we love about Isis and Sekhmet and all of these beautiful ancient gods and goddesses that bestow their love upon us anytime we call, along with the angels. The angels just bless us and just love us all the time. And from there, I progressed. About 10 years ago, I'd done a lot of things, and including massage, and I became interested in soul teaching, and I became interested in the power of soul, and enrolled in teachings from the Tao Institute at the time. I don't think it was called the Tao Institute. I think it was called the Power of Soul. And the teachings there, I've been a student of the Tao Academy for must be 10, maybe more years. And in that time, I've very much been delighted to achieve many accreditations for healing, from Tao calligraphy to Tao hands healing, to soul operations, to soul communication. What else? There's so many things I do. And you wear many hats, and it's beautiful because you're doing this as a service and giving to others, and not sort of just giving like as though you're just throwing yourself at people. But the purpose of our healing, what we learn, is to help make others healthier and happier. And that's one of my aims, is to make as many people healthier and happier as possible through sharing the teachings and sharing the love and sharing all the wisdom of my teacher. So I'm very blessed.
Thank you. And you forgot Guan Yin. Yeah, Guan Yin.
Oh, I forgot Guan Yin. Can't forget Guan Yin. Guan Yin is the most beautiful goddess of compassion and mercy that has been world renowned for thousands and thousands of years in the ancient Chinese and Asian traditions. And I'm also a Guan Yin lineage holder. And that to be a Guan Yin lineage holder is absolutely the most wonderful thing, because you connect with this being and you emanate this being and you radiate this soul of this being within you, and offering blessings and all sorts of wonderful teachings from her about mercy, compassion, and letting things go so they don't hang on to you, and being able to let go and let love shine through your consciousness. Let mercy and compassion shine through your consciousness. And I love Guan Yin. I love Guan Yin. I was told many years ago I've been connected with her in many lifetimes. So I was very happy to hear that. In fact, but the first time I heard that, I didn't know really who Guan Yin was, and only through research, I found out who she was, and then I felt so blessed that I was connected with her. And many people are Guan Yin lineage holders, and it's the most beautiful thing that you could gift for yourself to actually do that. So if you want to find out more, there are many Guan Yin sites on Facebook and more, and you can learn a lot about it from the Tao Academy as well. Yeah,
thank you
great.
so much. And just so that you know, this is you have it as well, the Guan Yin lineage holder oracle cards by Lana Fairchild. Very powerful. We have the Isis. We have many that we use. That pretty much, I'm telling you.
And we have a beautiful crystal mandala set as well, which is
have those as
amazing.
Well. So thank you for sharing that. Yes, I am also in the process of going for the certification for my Guan Yin lineage holder. And yes, we have to learn the 87 names of the Buddhas, which is the most times. But for those who do know me, who don't know me, you may know me on a different level. But my name is Dianne Ojar, and I was a very sick baby, and I didn't know some things that I know now. If I knew back then, it wouldn't make any difference, because we don't want to go back and say who coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it helped me understand what happened when I was younger to a certain degree. I always knew I came the last of 6 children, but after the 5th, 5 years after. Now, what does that mean? It just means that there was something very different. And I was been told it's the light. And fast forward, I used to have, dreams and so forth, but I didn't understand because I did not grow up in that community where, as a Hindu, although I have Hindu heritage, I have Christian, I have so many different heritage in terms of backgrounds, religious backgrounds. But I was brought up as a Presbyterian. So anybody who is Presbyterian, it's as black and white as you can get. Really, you go, you read the Bible, you come to church, and that's it. There's nothing spiritual about this. So, and I want to say shout out to everybody who's joining us. Hello, Tatiana. Tatiana is on here with us as well. And everyone else who's with us. Thank you so much for joining us. So going back forward now, there was always different. I always would talk a little bit different than the others. I was mature for my age. My sisters and they would say, don't call because you're always talking about somebody who was sick and so forth, dreams. And I didn't understand any of this. One of the things I wanted to find out was who I am, where I came from, and where I was going. I literally quit my job in 2009 with one of the major banks. Now, who in their right minds would do that? Dianne did. Why? I just didn't feel like I belonged. Was it an easy process? The quit, yes, because however, I grew up in a business background, and so there was just things that was different. But in 2012, I actually ended up doing a NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, hypnotherapy, and I became a master practitioner. That was the first time I heard about Guanyin. I didn't really know much about Guanyin. And then over the years, you have to go through the trials and the challenges and the testing. And believe me, I've been there. And I just want to say, as I look back now with businesses, business partners, relationships, children, everything, it was tough. But now I don't say the word tough. I say it was a journey. It's a testing period. So I want to say this show right now is for hope that if we can do it, you can do it. In 2013, I came across Master Shah, the Tao Academy and Center. A friend took me there, and it took me 6 years. But in the back of my mind, I always knew I had to go back. And in 2019, I finally said, I'm not going to deal with all the chaos and, some of the people who out there was just challenging me. It was a challenge and testing me. And I decided, you know what? I told my girlfriend, we have to go back. And we went. And that night, and I was approved to be a Tao Hands, and you have to be approved for all of these gifts and modalities and certifications. And I was approved on the spot again. I never turned back, but I will say this. It saved my life. It saved my sanity. It saved a lot of things. I was diabetic. I still am. I just don't bother with it anymore. I'm not saying that you should do that. But I was depressed. I was down. The medication, everything was just not where I was supposed to be. And I'm not going over maybe the past next a while. You'll hear our stories in more detail as we go along. Businesses, business partners. My name was at the top with the biggest that you could possibly imagine. But there was something taking me away from that. I have a media company and I have other things as well I work on. But it keeps, and of course, I'm a radio host, TV host, author. I've done all those things, but it keeps taking me back to this moment right now. And I was going to say, I'm going to leave that, it's not about me, but I wanted to do this, particularly with Nivedita, because I love her to thy kingdom come. I love her to death. She knows that. I am so proud of her, and I couldn't think of anybody else. I know we had talked in the past about doing something together, but I believe this is the right moment. And for those who are here right now, you're definitely on for a treat. And, catch us on the replay, share this, because it's these blessings and card readings, it's not only for us, it's for everyone else out there, even those who catch us on the replay. And we're going to announce something on Wednesday evenings, which will be Thursday for Australia, because it's Thursday. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Nivedita.
Thank you.
On her birthday. So Today's a birthday, so very auspicious. I remember when I launched my TV show, my birthday. That was another story way back in 2014. So I get that. So anyway, we will be on Wednesday evenings. Those who want to, please put it in the comments that we will be having a Zoom actual interactive session where we do more card readings and more healing and answering questions and wisdom and more of a live teaching there. So those who would like to join us on that, please do send us a message. It could be private to Nivedita, myself, or put your comment there and say we'll contact you and then send you the registration for you to be on that. So that's our gift to you as well. No cost to you whatsoever. No cost to you. And you know what? Today I was speaking to someone and she was telling me that she hurt her knees and she was showing me her knees and she just moved and right there and then before we even talked about cryptocurrency and those things that she was talking about, I gave her a blessing. So you never know why people are talking. So on with the show. So Nivedita, I've been saying to you for the past little while, everything I look at, it talks about rebirth, a new beginning. And we're in a new year right now. And some
Absolutely.
people are looking for hope, love, more finances, which is money. Finances is a huge karma. We'll talk about karma. We'll talk about the rebirth. We'll talk about all these things. So I just wanted to say, why don't you tell us, first of all, why don't we first explain a little bit about what is karma? So people will understand because they're going to keep hearing that word a lot because karma is the root of all of our challenges and problems and ancestral karma as well. So why don't we just define this and make it simple for everyone who's joining us? What is karma? Because we have the good karma and we have the bad karma. So karma is like deeds, virtue, the good things we do, and our souls. You only have one soul. Plain and simple. You got one soul from the time you even thought that you would be breathed, not in this life. And it goes on life to life to make it better for the next life until we say go home. So why don't you, since you eloquently put this all together, tell us a bit about karma.
Okay. Well, very simply put, karma is negative information that you've either caused for yourself or others in past lives and past existences or for yourself. And these negative messages cause pain to other people. So this pain that you've caused to other people, it has a rebound effect. So, for example, if you throw a ball at the ball will bounce back. There's no differentiation. There's no judgment. There just is. And this is what karma is all about. Whatever you give out is what you receive back in some form or other in order to transform that negative information into positive information. For example, one time there, I had somebody come and see me. Actually, I was in America at the time, and it was a friend's of my son-in-law, and he had terrible pain in his ankle, and he said he doesn't know why he had this pain in his ankle because he couldn't, and now he couldn't, roll around the floor with his kids and enjoy playing with his kids like he used to do. So I said, okay, I'll offer you a blessing. So we did a blessing, and he said, the pain is getting worse. And I said, good. I said, breathe into it, really breathe into it. And he said, it's getting worse. I said, yes, go breathe into it. Anyway, so then suddenly it disappeared. It was like poof, and it went. And then he had a memory about when he'd had a skiing accident and he'd hurt himself in his younger days, in his teenage years. And the pain of that memory actually had been, as a negative memory, locked in his ankle. So it was causing the problem with everything. It was causing problem with his knees, with his hip, with his mobility to be able to play with the kids, all of that sort of thing. And once it disappeared, he didn't have any pain anymore after that, which was really wonderful. And when you go back, the root cause of that is that as in another time, and it could be in this lifetime or another lifetime, It could be in another dimension, could be even in another planet, anywhere. Nothing is impossible in the quantum field and of memory. And he accidentally caused someone else to have great pain in a similar situation. And so this was just karma coming back to him saying, you need to change this, because when you change it for all time, and then it's not going to affect other people or their ancestors. So it's karma's really important. And there are many, lots of explanations for karma, but this is a simple explanation. Anything that you may have caused in past lives, it will come back to you. And it will be brought back as a lesson, as a learning, and as a gift of love to help you transform that negative information or suffering that you'd actually cause somebody else and yourself, because you suffer when you're in the throes of a karmic reaction happening, whether it's having migraines or whether it's having pain or sickness. There's always a deep and hidden reason behind it. And then you heal. Once you find that out, you're able to transform that with love, with healing. And what happens with healing, especially with the Tao hands healing, is that the frequency and vibration of light changes all that negative information, so it becomes positive information. So you can release and let go of all that suffering you've caused, and release and let go of the suffering you've caused yourself. And that's simply, in my way of thinking, that's simply what it happens. You know, when people talk about bad karma, it's not necessarily bad karma. It's more a gift of heaven to show you what maybe you've done for somebody else to cause their pain and suffering, and it's time to release it forevermore, which is really beautiful.
Absolutely. And thank you for that. And for those who are still with us, do tell us here, because if you resonate with this, let us know. And you know what? We may actually pick you for a blessing, a reading, a practice. You don't know. So make sure you interact. This is our gift to you. You said something there, is the fact that the pain is like darkness. And the calm before the storm, and the storm, the calm after the storm, or whatever you want to say. When you have pain and you go through these challenges, we look at it as negative, but really and truly, it's the universe, divine. You have to go through the lessons learned there in order to. So as he's getting the pain, he was getting the pain, he was feeling the pain. You have to penetrate through that pain before you can see the light. And that's what it is. So when we have pain, we give it love, compassion, joy, forgiveness, because it's there for a reason. Every single cell in your body has memory. So don't think if it's a bad thing. It could be a bad relationship. I know it's easy for me to sit here and say this, but after the fact is done, listen, we've all been through this at some point in time. I know this to myself as well. And I'm telling you, there is a moment in time when you go through your journey, your healing journey. I don't say you have to do any of what we're doing, that it will come. It will be calmer. I'm living that right now. This is why we're doing this. So whoever is on the line right now, put your name right there. We're going to do something soon. But Nivedita, let's do just a very simple, let's share it with everyone, a very simple, maybe 1 or 2 minutes forgiveness practice that everybody can practice every single day. You don't have to be one of us. You don't have to be certified. You don't have to be accredited. You don't have to have a title behind your name. It is very simple to do. And I urge everyone to make this a ritual practice. So if we can just do one very quickly and let them know where to put their hands. And again, this is a free will. This is not a religion. But I guarantee you, focus on your heart. And you know what Master Shaw says, and all the other masters and so forth we know of, heal your heart, and it will melt all the blockages. Love conquer. When they say love conquers all, it really truly does conquer all. So if you feel that, and even for self-love, and if you want to have forgiveness with yourself, because again, charity begins at home. I always say to people, you cannot love someone else if you don't have love for yourself. I know it's easy to say, sometimes it's difficult, but at the same time, it's a practice. So if we can do a very short practice, something simple that they can do, couple words, that would be very
Beautiful.
profound. Thank you.
Yes, beautiful. Okay, so everyone just put your left hand on your lower abdomen and put your right hand just sitting in the middle of your chest, just around about where the sternum is. This is what we call the message center or the heart chakra. And just take a few breaths and feel the breath flowing in and out through the heart chakra.
And
And
just
as you breathe,
just let them know, sorry, what chakras are. You have 7 chakras. So we're
yes.
talking about the one that's right about here near breastbone where your ribs meet. So don't have to worry too much about what that means right now. Down the road, you'll learn more about it. But for the moment, just play along. Sorry,
If
honey.
you start with the heart chakra, because the heart is the influencer of everything, and all information comes in through the heart chakra, both negative and positive. So there's a lot of things living there. So if you just sit there and bring that love into your heart chakra. And then we're going to address your soul. So your soul is that part of you that is eternal, and your soul is that part of you that is unconditional love, loves you and loves your life, loves every part of you. It's all wise and all knowing. Whenever I talk to my students about the soul, I say to them, I see that golden soul within you. And it is so incredibly beautiful. And everybody has a beautiful soul. The true soul, the original soul, is absolutely just like a beautiful 1,000 golden suns just radiating. And everyone has that. So, dear my beloved soul, just repeat after me. I love you. You have the power to heal me and bless me. Do a good job. Thank you. Dear my beloved soul, I wish to do forgiveness practice with any soul who has hurt or harmed me. Please help me to do this. I'm so grateful. And if you may imagine somebody that you've maybe had an argument with or some discrepancy with, or it may be part of your body that is feeling unwell, and you can call upon the soul of that part of your body. And you say, please join me in this forgiveness practice so that we can heal each other with love and set each other free of any negative information and transform it into positive information. And we're simply just going to say, I forgive you, you forgive me, bring love, peace, and harmony. And I'm going to sing it for you. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Bring love, peace, and harmony. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, harmony. So continue to sing that silently, and at the same time feel like you're singing with your heart, singing with love. And just feel your heart glowing and radiating brighter and brighter like the 1,000 suns. And feel the love. Doesn't matter who or what. It could be a situation, it could be anything that you're forgiving and loving. Everything has a soul. Feel that love expanding in your heart chakra, radiating with the frequency and vibration that transforms everything into light. This is a very simple practice, and often the most simple things are the most effective. And when you're ready, take a long, slow, deep breath in and out, and then open your eyes, and then just share what you may have experienced. You can share in the chat box, or you can share live.
Well, I would go ahead and share what everybody is, take your time, everyone. And this is something you can do. Thank you, Nivedita. Something you can do over and over. Even when you just play this repeatedly, share it, and you'd be surprised. Even this simple practice, you'd be surprised how much you've released. That's the word we'll use. Release. Release means it's gone. It's gone. It's out there. It's release. So continue. Go back as many times as you want, like I said, and you can repeat this and play it on, catch it on the replay. So
And you can
please,
do this for relationships, for events that have happened. You can do this for personal health, well-being. You can use it for weight loss. You can use it for every single thing. You can use it for helping your children at school because it's in the genetics. You can heal and transform any negative information that you may have passed on to your children through the genetic line, all of this sort of thing. You can use it for absolutely everything.
and even for your business, for
Yeah.
finances, because believe me, 50% of a lot of your karma or your, what some people may say curses, the
Negative
darkness,
information.
negative information, depends where you come from, whatever it is, comes from your DNA. And that's again, is your lineage. Just like your blood runs through your lineage, so does all these actions, all these things that took place way back in ancient times. I have learned a lot of things from many people, Nivedita, myself. I help Nivedita on different modalities. She helps me. I mean, there's so much we explore. One of the things we were looking at is certainly, and please do again share with us how you feel. One of the things, Nivedita, I want to touch on as we're talking about this, and we go with the flow here. There's nothing scripted here per se, except we know we were going to talk about rebirth because everything has come up a rebirth. This is a new year. This is rebirth. One of the things you may or may not know, you got seven. It's an energy wheel in your body, and it's called the chi channel. Chi is like energy channel, and it's like a seven chakras. You got many, many more than seven chakras, but there's certain chakras in your body. And one of the things that happens, each one is very significant for certain parts of your life. And one of the things we look at, I do a session called The Elephant in the Room. The elephant in the room, we talk about childhood traumas, things have been buried inside of you that you don't realize. And we're going to look at it as like, there was an analogy in one of the books, a practice, and they're using Isis, and it's about the scorpion, the seven pillars of the scorpion. And the thing about it is that think about it as like poison in each one. And we got to release that. And, for example, we got five, I know we go to overload. We got fear, we got guilt, we got the illusion, we got the speech, everything. And we got to learn, and over time, we will teach you all how to do this. You're going to get a lot of information here and a lot of practices. That's why you need to go back and look at it. And if you want to talk to us, certainly you can talk to us. But
We'll be
wait,
speaking more, excuse me, sorry, Dianne,
no, go ahead.
speaking more about this when we do the interactive practices, because then we're conversing on a different level when we're interacting like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're talking a different level, absolutely. But what I'm saying to you, just understand that as we are speaking, things will come out of us because it may make sense at the time. We will not go into detail because we will be here all day. We have to talk about the Tao science. And you have all this is happening, but there's a science behind all of this. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
things that it will, let's put it this way. What you don't know, you don't know. But if you're open minded to learn and take some action, you'd be surprised how far ahead you'll be from many people who've been searching for lifetimes looking for an answer. There is hope. It's what you want. Tell us what it is you want. Tell us what you're looking for. You're looking for more peace of mind. You're looking for hope. You're looking for a healthier body. Healthier mind, soul, mind, and body. Are you looking for love? Your soulmate? What are you looking for? You can actually write and talk to the universe, talk to everyone. Go on and you have treasures that was given to you. We know that you've had treasures given. You don't know that. All you have to do is say, "Oh, my treasures just activate." It's overload. But go back to the recording and do it and understand. Say, all my treasures just activate when you're doing, as in the video said, our treasures activate when you're doing the forgiveness practice.
Yes, everybody has love, peace, and harmony gifted to them. And these blessings come to us from our teacher, Master Shah. And every New Year's Eve, he gives us further blessings to enhance our love, peace, harmony even more. And when you think about it, you can't go past love, peace, harmony. True love, true peace, true harmony. It's like the peace that passeth all understanding. It's like that deep, deep peace that you know that everything's all right. And that love that you receive is just so profound. And love melts all blockages. My students know this off by heart because they say, "Oh, we know that one. You tell us that one all the time." And transforms all life. And the harmony that it brings is just immense, because if your body is in a harmonious state and all of your 5 elements are in a harmonious state according to traditional Chinese medicine, then your life flows freely, your life flows in sync. And this is taking you on this journey, which is really quite a profound journey, because knowledge is very profound. And I'd just like to add that I was stuck a year ago. It must be a year ago. It's a year since I've known Dianne, isn't it?
Oh yes, it was like
What-
November 2020.
I was
My goodness.
Yes, I was gifted the elephant in the room that Dianne does. And because I was really stuck, I was feeling stuck in a situation with moving forward. And Dianne took me through this process of
Wait, I'm going to interrupt here. Let's go back to the story a little bit. We were on an event. I'm just going to add this piece in, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this. And we were at the event, and I was supposed to talk about business, entrepreneurship in a healing session group, but for some reason it sort of went off. I don't know. And we did one with another girl, and I couldn't believe that she would have said what she said. She was open to it, and she on the spot within 15 minutes, she was a different person. She's very close, like she's a daughter to me, and so forth. And we've been connected in past lives. And I said to Portia Ing at the time, our beloved Portia, and I said to her, pick someone. And she said, you pick someone. And it so happened I had connected with you and you wanted to do it and you didn't have any money for it. And you crossed my mind. And then Portia said, "Oh, Nivedita." And it just was the perfect, I couldn't even fathom that anyone else deserved it more than you. I didn't know you at the time, but when I got to know you, and it was a perfect gift. So sometimes when you really wanted it, and sometimes you just have to put it out there and say, "I really want it." And she was on my mind, but Portia knew her better and said, "You know what? Nivedita needs it." And Nivedita was connected with divine. So this is how things happen. So
it's all synchronicity, the divine provides everything that you need. So with this, So with this session with Dianne, which centered on my, for me, it was centered around my childhood, and I couldn't get past that stuckness on about my childhood. And Dianne just nailed it on the head. It was just like, oh, this is because when you were a child, everything you were ever given was taken away from you. And that was so spot on. It was like somebody hit me over the head with a sledgehammer, and it was just so emotive. And that I said, it's spot on. And it made such a shift in my consciousness. It was like more than the light bulb going on and off. It was like this huge enlightenment flash in my mind and my consciousness that it was just so deep. And even my husband noticed it, and I was so excited sharing it with him. And he noticed such a difference. And then Dianne was offering a business course at that time. And I was thinking, no, I can't afford that, can't do that. And then my husband says, I'll pay for you and you do the course. So he did. And so the rest is history. Dianne took us through so many processes with her business course and Millionaire Mind course. And from then on, my life changed completely. I did things that I wouldn't think of doing. Like at the moment, I'm actually doing a 12 months weight management course so I can help people and children who are suffering with obesity. And this is an allied health course. And for me, at my age, which I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm getting on a bit, and to go back to tuition in that way, it was like the thought I would have said no immediately, but then, I just think, well, nothing's undoable or not doable. So I thought I would do it. And so I was very happy with that. So I'm sort of about just over halfway through that course, and that will finish in May. And then I'll be adding to my business, I'll be adding weight management. And the weight management will be with all the principles of the love, peace and harmony as well, with my teachers' teachings as well. So I'm very grateful for how life progresses and what we're given as opportunities. Because when you think about it, people my age think, oh, I can't do that, I'm too old for that. And actually that's not true. I have 7 grandchildren and 1 great grandchild. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. And of course,
wait. Let's back up the train here. This amazing young lady, what she does is she does videos every single day on all the modalities and the teachings and so forth, on top of everything else that she's doing. And she makes sure she goes out for her bushwalk. She goes for her bushwalk and her walk. And the reason is I love this is because it's never too late. If you hear some of the things that she does in more detail, you'll be very surprised. So Nivedita, why don't we just, and thank you so much for that. I didn't see that one coming. Let's do since you have the simple cards there, let's pull a card for everybody.
Okay. Well, I will.
Everyone, please close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and set an intention. And this card will be for a generic card for everybody if you set the intention. So basically, the card will be related to you regardless of what you ask for. You all could ask for all different things, but the card is going to resonate with you. And you have to read the card, my dear hon.
Yes, so the card is Kuan Yin Oracle card, Many Hands of the Goddess. So this is a beautiful card.
What number is it? What number is it?
17. Number 17. So this is like the 1,000 hands, 1,000 eyes, Kuan Yin treasures. So let me read this to you. So just listen with your eyes closed, your feet flat on the floor, your back straight, and open your heart and just feel that your heart is expanding as you listen to the wisdom of Kuan Yin.
And I just interject there. I do encourage you to stop what you're doing right now.
If you're multitasking, stop. That doesn't help.
What you're doing right now. This is very profound. This is very powerful. I kid you not. I read these cards every single day, and I have about 10 to 12 of them. Stop what you're doing. You're here for a reason. Pay attention.
Okay, let's go. The goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. So do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius now, for there is much that you can accomplish together, and she wants to assist you. We often create well when focusing on one project at a time, seeing it through to completion, and then tending to the next one. Sometimes our attention may be stretched across numerous projects, especially if you have a lot of natural creative energy at your disposal. You may worry that you're being stretched beyond your capacity to be productive, that your creative energy is being dissipated by flipping from one project to another, and that you won't complete anything. The guidance from Goddess Kuan Yin is to release your worries and intentions to her and to let her guide you. When you feel strongly to work on a particular project, perhaps to focus on it for a time, do so. When you feel to step back from it and rest, then do so. In the rest, you will replenish, gain new perspective, and return to your creative work more productively. It is an essential part of the process. Trust that she's uplifting, guiding, and instructing you through your own intuition so that your projects and creative desires will manifest with the highest wisdom and the best order and timing. You don't have to worry about having too many logs in the fire. Just let Kuan Yin guide you and follow her impulses faithfully. Don't be afraid to surrender projects to her, even if they seem to be taken out of your hands for a while. When the time is right, they'll come back to you, perhaps in a revised form that is more aligned with your divine essence. With the many hands of the Goddess assisting you through your trusting heart, you will accomplish more than you thought possible, assisted by the universe in ways seen and unseen. So now I'll take you through a little process. Closing your eyes and perceiving a many-armed Kuan Yin shining brightly above the crown of your head. Make the intention to rise up through the crown of your head to meet with her and say to her, "Beloved divine many-armed mother, please bless my projects and desires so they may manifest through unconditional love and for the highest good. I surrender into your creative wisdom and power. I trust in your guidance through my own heart. Namaste, beloved. Om Mani Padme Om. Wong Mani Bama Hong." Have the intention to hand over all of your desires, projects, and manifestations to her now, seeing her take one in each of her limitless number of hands, and being aware that she blesses you on the crown, on the forehead, and on the heart with 3 of her sacred hands. Just feel that now. And each time you feel that blessing, just think, thank you. Guan Shu Yin Pusa Ling Wei Shangshe has 1,000 hands and 1,000 eyes to see and hear the suffering of the world, and she is here to help everyone. With her love, her mercy, her light, her compassion, and the willpower to succeed. With the divine plan for you. Breathe gently. Feel her presence blessing you. Listen closely in your heart and have faith on your inner impulses. Over the coming days, weeks, or months, your creations will be sublime. And you can also say a prayer for the many hands of the Goddess. Hands that heal and bless, hands that lift and strengthen, hands that guide, and hands that protect. Om Kuan Yin, Ling Hui Shangshe, many-armed Mother of mercy and compassion. I receive your blessings and assistance now for my highest good. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Bama Hum. How, and how means perfect. Get well. So when you're ready, just allow yourself to come back gently. Allow your breathing to become deeper. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And for those of you that would like to share, please feel free to share.
Oh, thank you so much. I love these. Thank you so much. I love these. Like I said, these oracle decks. I recently purchased a whole bunch of them, and literally, I do my best every day. And I go through. I pull a card, and here's what's happening. The same cards, maybe about 3 or 4 of them, keep coming up over and over. I mean, you did a reading for me a little bit earlier, and you kept saying yes, and it's all about rebirth, transformation, rebirth, new beginnings, create on the creative side, and relationships, and in every all areas of my life. And it just says surrender. I always say, you got to surrender in trusting, and you also got to trust to surrender. So I want to say for those, just let it go. Thank you, Tatiana. She said it's a wonderful practice. Thank you for being here, Tatiana. How do you feel, Tatiana? We'll wait for her to just respond there as well. What are you feeling? If you can share with us, you know the process, Tatiana. And she's in North Carolina, apparently. So welcome to North Carolina. And yeah, so I urge you all to good something was moving in kidneys. Good, good. So close your eyes a moment, Tatiana, and just feel the sensation. So what else are you feeling? Is it release? Use the word release from now on. I did not know I could not invite the soul of kidney muscle to my heart. I did not know I could invite the soul of the kidney into my heart. So why didn't you explain that? She said she did not know she could invite the soul of the kidneys inside my heart. So why didn't we explain to her?
Yes. Well,
She
that
with the wisdom, so she could tell you everything because she does soul operations and so forth. So as well, I will tell you it in a different way when I have to. But why not? We have Nivedita here for God's sake. So
well, every organ, every cell has a soul, heart, mind, and body. So when you're giving a healing blessing of love to your own soul, heart, mind, and body, you're giving a blessing to each and every soul, heart, mind, and body, in each and every cell, in each and every space, in each and every fluid, in each and every acupuncture point, in each and every meridian point in the physical soul, in your soul, heart, mind, and body. So when you're healing one, you're healing all. It's like it's the concept of oneness, because you are one body. You have your higher self soul, which is your Yuan Shen. You also have a body soul, which is the soul that comes in to life, reincarnation after reincarnation, with all the memories of what was before. And this is why, you might have problems with knees, problems with ankles, problems with anything, because that soul is the one that remembers. So when we're doing healing blessings, we're addressing the soul of the body. The oversoul is the soul that is your divine self, and everyone has a divine self. This is the beautiful golden light I spoke about before. And this soul is absolutely pure, and you can call upon this soul to heal that part of the soul, heart, mind, and body in the different organs. So for your kidney, Tatiana, this is very special, because for you to call the soul of your kidney into your heart, into your message center, your heart chakra, and breathe in and out love into that area. Or you can simply breathe in and out through the kidney itself, so that you're feeling that love, your kidney's feeling that love, and then it gives it the opportunity to do what it needs to do to release the negative information through pure love. Imagine when you've been in love, or you're looking at a newborn baby, you're looking at your child, and that love for the mother, for the child, is unconditional. you also have to do that for your kidney and for anything else that bothers you. The love melts all the blockages, and call upon your Yuan Shen soul to help you with this process. Your Yuan Shen is that divine part of you that connects with you on every level, dimension, reality, and time frame. So there's no such thing in a way as time and space. And we also have in Tao science something that's called the Grand Unified Field. And there is a book that Dr. Rulin Shu and Master Shah have written together. So let me undo this. And this is called Tao Science, and it talks about the Grand Unified Field, which is in everything and interpenetrates everything, in which all of manifestation or reality is contained in. This Grand Unified Field to me is like a huge bubble where you have received everything. It's got the Tao, the source, the creator, everything you could possibly want. Every wish you've ever made, everything that you've ever wanted to create, it's already been created, because the Grand Unified Field knows it has the wisdom of the infinite creator, the source in there. And it's just waiting for you to open yourself up and say, okay, I'm here, I'm ready, I believe, I'm in, and then things will change.
Beautiful. And I just want to say, Tatiana, you may or may not know what the Shen Qi Jin is. So that's basically the soul, every single blood vessel, everything, the pen, the laptop, everything has a soul. So yes, you can, your kidneys have souls, and within your kidneys, those cells have souls and so forth. One of the things about the kidneys, and I want you to think about this for a moment, is that the unbalanced emotion, correct me if I'm wrong, Nivedita, the top of my head, it's fear. And the balanced emotion is calmness. So what are you most fearful of? You don't have to write it here, but I want you to think about that. That's exactly what we did with the elephant in the room in a different context. And I always say to them, what is your biggest fear? And by doing that, you're holding on to something. Listen, fear is a made up emotion, like all these gestalts, I mean, made up in a sense that somebody was saying they're fearful of money. Okay, how could you be fearful of money if you don't have it? They're scared of money if you don't have it. The lack of money is what should, be scared of, not the fact that you have money. So if what are you most feared about? Now, this may resonate or may not resonate, but keep in mind that we got into technical here now, but you have other organs in the body that also plays a factor with and is connected with the kidneys. You got your liver in this order. We're going to leave it as that. We have your liver, your heart, your spleen.
Urinary bladder.
No, well, the main 5 ones.
Yeah.
Liver is the boss that holds the heart, that holds the spleen, that holds the lungs, that holds the kidneys. So it's like that's the cycle. That's the order it comes in. So I want you to think about this, and you can get back to us privately. I know you know Nivedita, and say, think about what it is you're most fearful of. I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to close your eyes and say, okay, just close your eyes for a moment before we go, and then you're going to jot this down privately. So just close your eyes, Tatiana. Just take a deep breath, and just the first thing, tell me what you're most fearful of, and just write the first thing that comes to mind. Don't think it. The first thing that comes to mind. And I want you to know, tell me, again, you can write this down. How do you feel about that emotion? And is it doing anything for you? And then if you want, you can have a conversation with Nivedita myself. That's where you start. That's how Nivedita got over. For 60 years plus, Nivedita was stuck in that space. Okay, hon. So not having enough money. So are you fearful of not having enough money, in a sense that, well, I mean, we're not here to do a therapy session right now, but the sense that if you're not having enough money, what are you? Close your eyes. I don't want you to think about this. We're going to go over a little bit over the hour, but it's okay. What are you not doing that you should be doing, that if you were doing will help you take and release you of that negative emotion? I change it up a little bit. What are you not doing that you should be doing that will help you? Are you doing enough to live? But what are you doing? Are you working? Are you not working? What are your talents? What are your beliefs? What are your traits? You must be good at something. Listen, I was in that boat. Nivedita was in that boat. Why? Because again, we're on this journey. What do you need to live? Okay. Okay. So your kidneys are failing and you cannot work. You cannot work. However, you cannot physically work, but can you sit down at home and do things? Can you create something? Everybody's going online now. The opportunity is there online. I am, so you got to think about people creating online businesses. I'm sure you have some talents, and I don't know you. I know Nivedita knows you, but again, these are things that we're going to talk about more. Hi, Ralph. I expect you to be there a little earlier. Unfortunately, we've done go back, Ralph, and listen to the recordings, because those practices and blessings also applies to everyone who listens to the recording. So you will get blessings from that as well. Definitely there. But I'm saying to you, Tatiana, I had to revamp my life. I have created things that I didn't even know I could create. Nivedita does stuff on camp. We all are doing things that we never thought. But here's one thing I would tell you. Stop for a moment and look at the talents. Go and learn something. I'm learning TikTok. Hello, I got to do recordings. Do I like to go on camera? No, you may think I like to be on camera because it's like once a week. But I'm saying to you, now I have to do this routine because that's where things are. Then you have to go into other platforms as Clubhouse and so forth, what I'm doing. And I have to learn it as well. I created a promo video for this show today. And I sent in Nivedita. I sat down and spent just over under 2 hours. I did it. Hello, you told me this a year ago. I could be doing this and all these graphics and stuff you see. No. So what I'm saying to you is, stop for a moment. Life throws you a curveball. How are you going to hit a home run? And what you going to do with it? You're going to stomp the ball? What are you going to do with it? I know people who have kidney failure. Trust me. I know. I have friends who had kidney failure. You would be surprised at what point they were on. And they were diabetic and they would do this and this and this and this. I know. And you'd be surprised. So I'm saying to you, there's always hope. You can tell me the sky is falling. I would tell you the opposite. So there's always hope. And if you want to figure that out and help and attract the kidney, you definitely can, talk to Nivedita, myself, or someone. Don't give up. No way, don't give up. So if you want to have a conversation, here's our contact. Book a session, doesn't cost you a penny. That's our contact information for both of us. If you want to have a conversation, my conversation will be very different than Nivedita. I push Nivedita, and anything I say, she would go back to Colin, and he would say, "My mentor said this. What did your mentor say?" And then he would have said, "Okay." I'm laughing at that because I push her. I push people to the limits. So you can tell me all of that, and I would say, you know what? It's not the end of the world, because you know what? Your soul's still here and your soul's still breathing. It doesn't hurt. So on that note, if anybody wants to share anything, just quickly. Okay. So whatever it is you want, then definitely, like I said, if you want to have a conversation with me, it doesn't cost you anything. On Nivedita, all I'm saying to you is the most important thing is your mindset. That is the biggest tool because I am telling you, I just got out of something and I had to shift and I changed around my place there, which was bothering me and I felt down and I felt depressed because it was draining my energy. So maybe you have to do a little bit of shifting and cleaning and decluttering and in your whole life sometimes. And sometimes that's what happens. I'm not saying that is the answer, but it definitely we start with that. So on that note, I would love to say thank you all so much for being here with us. Thank you so much for happy birthday, Nivedita. They're saying
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
happy birthday to you. And not to get out there. Happy birthday to you, and many
Thank you,
more.
thank you,
And
thank
you
you, love.
better stick around for the rest of my life, Mrs. Missy, because you're a dear treasure to me. Honest to God, you inspire me. I always say this and get emotional. See what you do to me? You inspire me more than anybody I know. And nothing, you're fearful, you're fearless, sorry. You're fearless. Because anybody put a challenge, you do it. You create all these things every day. You create all your own creations, videos, promos. She will go and learn. You guys have no idea. Gabby saying happy birthday.
Thank you,
Happy
Gabby.
birthday. Thank you, Gabby. Ralph is saying happy birthday. Somebody
Well,
else is saying happy birthday. And you want to say, you inspire me every day. You know this. You literally have saved me many times over, more than you know. And I always say, you do a read. I love her reading. So, um,
as you know, Dianne and I are very close, and she does push me, and she has pushed me. And sometimes we need to be pushed because we sit in our comfort zone and we don't get out of it, and that's a form of sabotage. So when we get out of that sabotage, and you feel the fear and do it anyway, and it's fun. Like when Dianne said we're going to do this show, I said, "Oh, okay," and I could feel the old
she
things
couldn't
coming
say
up.
no. She couldn't say no.
She didn't,
She
I
wasn't
didn't say
allowed to
no
say no. She wasn't allowed to say no.
to
No, but definitely, like I said, if you can do it, I can do it. Anybody could do it. And for those who are just joining us, Gabby, we will be on Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time, which will be Thursday for Nivedita, the same time because it's 7 hour time, 11 o'clock her time, and she's got to go off to her birthday lunch brunch. Don't want to keep her back. We will
Yes.
be doing a Zoom interactive session where we will be doing more card readings and healings, and you'll come in and there as well. But in order for you to do so, um, it's good that she listens to me.
Register.
In order to do so, just put in a message or message me on Nivedita privately or in the comments saying, yes, I would like the link for the Zoom link, because you have to go and register for it. And I will give you the registration link there. I'll put it in the comments after. I got to set it up first. It takes easy to set it up. And we'll do that.
And we're
So,
going to have fun. We're going to have
yes.
so much fun
Do
and
you
so
know how
much
much?
love.
You know how much the video has lightened up in terms of being on camera now. Like it was a work in progress. So definitely, okay, Gabby,
Definitely.
yes, definitely so. So definitely look out for that. I will be sending out a link there for everybody to register there. We're doing it this Wednesday, Nivedita, in 2 days,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So in 2 days around this time, we'll be having some more fun. And this way we could interact more.
Actually, this Wednesday,
Mhm.
I have to confirm with you. I might already have something on.
Okay, so we'll do it next Wednesday.
Yeah.
No big deal. But we can do it next Wednesday. I can actually do it this Wednesday too, but I want you to be there. So let's put it off for the next week, Wednesday, where we get time for everybody to come aboard. They get time to look at the recording, share the recordings. We appreciate you. Catch us on the replay. Catch us, share it. There's healings. There's a blessing. There's a forgiveness practice. There's a a reading there. And by the way, Gabby, the card that we read was for everybody. The forgiveness practice we did was for everybody. So you still get a reading from there.
Yes,
So definitely.
this was
So
the card. It was a Kuan Yin card, Gabby.
yeah, yes, it was.
Beautiful.
That was the reading from the Oracle deck for the Guan Yin, which is the this is the Oracle deck for the Guan Yin.
Yes, we
Very
posted.
powerful. I read these every day. I have about 10 of them, and I'm pretty much living those cards. Whether people want to believe it or not, that's not my problem. I just tell you what's happening for me, and I'm just telling you, sharing with you. That's all it is. We can go on forever, but you got to go to your brunch lunch. So say hello
Birthday
to
brunch.
birthday brunch. Say hello to my lovely Colin for me, please.
I
He's
will.
too funny. And I want to say thank you so much. So this is Dianne and Nivedita saying, if we can do it, you all can do it.
Yes,
There is
absolutely.
hope. There is hope. And we want to share that with you. We're not here to convince you whatsoever.
We want to help you to be happier and healthier.
We want you to be, and I know everybody is tight for money, and here we're not here to sell you anything. If you want to work with us later on, once you get to know what we do and what we work with, then that's fine. Yes, but we take advantage of what it is we get at complimentary too as well. So we're not here to take your money, but I mean, there's some a certain time. Oh, by the way, did you guys know money is a flow of energy? So what you put out there, you will get back. And that's why we have to learn, because we also, there's certain kind of karma, like financial karma and so forth, which is very high level, that you should be actually given offering as well, just like tidings and so forth, because it's heaven's blessing, and heaven, we have to repay it back,
Heaven's
just like we pay
virtue.
virtue, right? It's not our virtue. No, just want you to know that. No, I'm not saying
We're just the channels for it.
yeah, you know what? I don't mind being a channel, because it brings us joy. It brings us happiness. It
Yeah.
brings us peace within. So on that note, I would love to thank you, my lovely birthday girl. Thank you so much. We just branded
you.
this one with the birthday part of it. And you know what? It's going to be good, because I remember, like I said, when I launched my first TV show on my birthday. So send us love, send us, energy, send us light. And remember, if you have an injury or something, send it light and love. You don't have to know the words. You don't have to do all of this. If you need to listen to this, share this on Facebook, share this it's also on YouTube. Share the link on the YouTube if people need to know that. Just do it. Just do it and share it. I guarantee you don't know who this is going to help today. You really don't know who it will touch. So don't assume anything. Don't judge anything. Don't judge anyone. Because
Especially yourself. Especially yourself.
and definitely, if you need to go and listen to this a couple of times just to get yourself where you need to be in the moment for the time being, then do it. That's what we're here to say. So now that we're leaving, we have more people joining us, Nivedita.
Next time.
Next time. But if you guys really, really want to do that session, we'll look at it on Wednesday. It depends on how many people, but definitely Nivedita will get back to us. And if we have to do it this week or we do it next week, but it will definitely give us time. So thank you so much for your love. Thank you for being with there. I really believe that of all the shows I've done, I'm so excited for this one. And I feel better. I feel like I'm where I am supposed to be. And I want to thank you all for that, for supporting me always, and Nivedita, and everything that we do, whether it could be a message or like or actual conversation. I want to thank you all so much for that. So that's my 2 cents worth and my love, my closing piece of it. Nivedita, what would you like to say? You have to close the practice.
Love you, love you, love you. And we give thanks to all the holy beings that came and joined us today. We are
Put your hands
so
together. Put your hands
and-
together in your prayer position to give thanks and gratitude. Very important.
and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. And gong song means respectfully return to your abode. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So until next time, everyone, love you, love you, love you.
you. Take care. Have a great, great week. Until next time on the Nivedita and Dianne show. This is Dianne and this is
Nivedita.
Nivedita. We'll just say, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Let me just get rid of a couple things here. And it's on with the show. Okay? And just want to let you know that keep smiling and make someone else smile today. Take care. Love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.